Hello everybody, I'm Naguura and today I have another Sauercrowd recap for you. So, lots of things happened today. It was very drama heavy. First of all, there's a little bit of a low-level tank drama going on. There's a long discussion between the leadership and some low-level players. So basically what had happened was that somebody was looking for a Deadmines group for like 3 days, and couldn't find a tank, couldn't find anyone to join because the rule in Sauercrowd is that you can only group with guild members. The problem now is though that a lot of people already are higher levels. So we already have a lot of like level 40s, people are in their level 30s and high 20s, and not too many people are on the lower levels. So it's very difficult for people to find tanks, especially also to find experienced tanks, because most people that are on the lower levels are new players and they don't necessarily want to go into dungeons with tanks that are not experienced. So it's all pretty difficult. So there's one rule that they added now, that you're actually allowed to use rested experience up to level 20 so they can level a little bit quicker, which is a good decision in my opinion. And then they were discussing different kinds of options, what it is they could do for this problem with the lower levels. They were thinking something like, oh, maybe people can group with their like streamer friends, but it has to also be streamers. Or maybe there's a second wave of streamers that will get invited. Or maybe tanks can be people that are not part of the guild. Stuff like this was all discussed. There's no decision that has been made. Now, one thing I wanted to say is if there's a second wave of people getting invited, then that would be the potential for Miris to come in. So Miris wanted to join some time ago. Miris, of course, a German-speaking tank from an all-round talent from Echo from the World First Guild, an incredible, very good player. So he would definitely be very good to have. But yeah, we'll see if that happens. I also said that if Miris joins, he should join the humans, since I'm the queen of the humans and I want him in my team. So that'd be great. All right, then when it comes to the Sauercrowd brides, unfortunately, LostKittn wasn't feeling that great today, so she skipped today. She said, like, she made a post on Instagram where she was saying that she's PMSing and she's not feeling great, but she's gonna play anyway. And then Jenyan saw it and she messaged her and she was like, girl, take the day off. Really, like, we're not gonna be mad or anything. Like, we're gonna wait, it's all fine. Just take the day off. So she did, which I'm very glad. And I hope she feels better. She said she's gonna be there tomorrow between like noon and 1 p.m. or 1 and 2. So hopefully tomorrow the Sauercrowd brides are gonna be together again. But Jenyan was playing again today and I was playing. So Jenyan was doing a lot of dungeons today. I was also doing a lot of dungeons. We split first. She did Wailing Caverns, I think, and I did Deadmines, and then afterwards we joined. We did Shadowfang Keep, we did Black Fathom Depths, and we were thinking about doing Stockades as well, but we didn't. And I also did my Paladin quest. I got my hammer. I'm very happy. I'm now level 28, and Jenyan managed to get to 26 at the end, and I think LostKittn is almost 26 as well. So tomorrow we can go quests together again, which is going to be really fun. So we're probably going to do some quests, maybe with Duskwood, and then we can do some dungeons as well. So that's going to be amazing. All right. Then we had a bunch of deaths, unfortunately, before the next drama started. So Ronnie Berger died as he was doing like a quest in a tower, and then they were a little bit overwhelmed with the mobs that spawned, and then they called to run, but Ronnie jumped down and all the mobs had already respawned and he didn't quite make it out of the tower and he died on his way, very unfortunately. Then Devi died again, unfortunately, on her warrior. She already died, I think, with like a level 30 before, which is super sad. And she died again now with like gnolls that rooted her. Mobs that root are just so deadly and so many people died to them. Really unlucky. Then one of the most horrible deaths happened, I think, of the whole event. It was Daniel Movo that died with level 31, I believe, to a fall death. It was a horrible death. He looked away for like a second, like doing something on the side while he had auto walk on, and he just walked off a cliff. And oh my god, it hurts to look at it. It's horrible. Then we did have Kitty die as well, unfortunately, as she had a little bit of a panic death, talking with other people and just like panicking and pulling too many mobs and unfortunately going down as well. And a lot more deaths on the lower level areas, as per usual. Then something happened. So at some point today, I was dragged into like a channel. Like Hand of Blood said, hey, we need a human leader. We need a queen. So I was like, okay. So I go into the channel and there was Hachi and Serotonin, who were basically... Okay, let me explain this. So apparently those two players, Serotonin and Hachi, before the whole Sauercrowd event started, they had said that they would level to 20 and then do a Makagora, so a duel to the death. They had said this before the Sauercrowd event even started, and this was their deal. Then what happened was that Serotonin managed to get to level 20, but Hachi died 4 times. And on the 31st, on New Year's Eve, Sarah wanted to play, but Hachi didn't want to play. And Hachi wasn't level 20 yet, but Sarah was. So she would have to wait for him. She would have to like not do anything for a whole day. And she just didn't want to wait. So she went to Discord and she asked about what she should do. And nobody answered. And so she ended up leveling. She ended up leveling to 23. And now Hachi's level 20. And that situation is obviously... Yeah, he's like the level difference means that the Makagora wouldn't be fair. Now, before they dragged me into this channel, something else had happened. I saw a clip where Hachi was talking to somebody else, to some other people, and they were saying how they would be dethroning me as a queen. They were talking about like starting a revolution, starting a riot, and like dethroning me. And I'm not sure they were aware that I knew this. So as I was aware of Hachi trying to dethrone me, as a punishment, I decided that they should still do the Makagora, even though Sarah is 3 levels above, as a punishment for trying to dethrone me, right? Because, I mean, dethroning the queen is a bad idea. So I was like, this is a punishment. This is perfect. So, yeah, I decided that this is going to happen. They were like, Hachi and Woodifella and some other people were really mad about this. And they're like, oh my God, it's so unfair. It's going to be like, because she's a rogue and he's a warrior. It's super unfair. I personally don't think it would have been that one-sided because they're both new players. And yes, if they both would be experienced players, then the rogue, of course, would win that duel pretty easily with the 3-level difference. But I personally think, since they're both new players, that honestly, I still think it would have been close. We could have added like a small rule that maybe Hachi can use a potion and she cannot or something like that. But either way, it doesn't matter. They thought it would have been really unfair and really one-sided. And a whole drama ensued. I was doing a dungeon, and during the whole dungeon, they were like trying to like start riots and like talk how unfair this was and trying to dethrone me as a queen, and all this went down. And during this, I also started a vote. I was thinking, you know what, to make it like more democratic, I'm gonna explain the situation to the humans and let them do a vote. And then if more than 50% say that my ruling is fair, then they should do it, and otherwise they shouldn't. They had an hour to vote. They voted for my ruling, so the majority said that what I said should happen. But as I was in this dungeon and this whole drama went down, apparently Sarah was talking to Hachi, and they decided that they don't want to do the Makagora. That Sarah said that she doesn't want to be the one to like basically execute Hachi, and she doesn't feel good about it. And I decided, you know what? This whole decision to make the Makagora didn't have anything to do with the humans. It was decided before the event. And since I'm the queen of the humans and I want to make sure that as many humans as possible make it to 60, I don't want one of the humans to die. I don't want them to do Makagora. So I decided, you know what? Let's just agree to this. If they don't want to do the Makagora, I was like, fine, let's just not do it. It's okay. But I also said that this whole like dethroning the queen thing has to stop, and we have to like stick together and make sure we support each other and make sure we get as many people as possible to 60. So we are the leading like race between like the different leaders and whatnot to make sure we can like just make sure we like a minority in the end with all of these like internal fights going on and whatnot. So I think they all kind of understood, and I think this whole like drama is kind of gone now a little bit. I hope, at least. So no dethroning of the queen, hopefully, anymore. All right. Then I wanted to say one more thing. Then I forgot. All right. Oh yeah, one more thing. So I also like we had an idea that, because this whole drama like had a lot of views and people wanted to see something happen, and then in the end nothing happened. So I was thinking we owe it to the viewers to have some action at least. So now I'm trying to organize a duel between Sarah and Hachi, but not a Naguura, just like a normal like best of 3 kind of duel. And then we would kind of see how one-sided it would have been, who would have won, if it would have been a Naguura, and just for the content, right? So since tomorrow at 6 p.m. there's going to be the first like official event that is organized by Papa Plata. I asked him if I can do the duel, if we can do the duel of Sarah and Hachi before the event that he's planning as like a show match, just for the content. And we'll see. He didn't answer yet, so hopefully he's going to see it and answer tomorrow. And hopefully we can do this as like a little show match, so this whole drama is completed and we're all good. And yeah, that's it for today. Lots of things happened. Tomorrow we're going to continue leveling with the whole Sauercrowd brides. Oh my god, talking is hard. It is late again. 2:30 a.m. I need to sleep earlier. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to follow the YouTube channel for more videos like this. Follow my stream as well. And thank you very much for watching. And have a good one. Bye.